Hey guys, it's Solbyte, and today I'm going to be introducing what data structures are and the most basic form of a data structure, an array. Data structures are a very important concept in computer science. It's very foundational for programming complex systems, and I mean you're going to be using them for a lot of programs that you write in the future because they just kind of make things a lot more efficient for you and a lot more organized. So yeah, but anyways, what exactly is the definition of a data structure? So the actual definition of a data structure is basically a way to store and organize data in a computer and to do it efficiently. So that way it is easy to access, organize, and manipulate. So you can think of kind of an IRL example would be something like, let's say like a map of like a city, for instance, right? I mean, you can have a list of different town names, but I mean, how are you going to know where to go if you don't have a map? If you don't have some kind of representation that organizes the city names and the roads, so that way you can kind of visually see it. Another example is like a dictionary. A dictionary has, an alphabetical order, lots of these different words that you may be trying to learn about or trying to spell. And if it wasn't organized in such a way, it would just be a huge collection of words, no order, no nothing. So, that doesn't really help us. So, a dictionary is able to kind of have it in an ordered sequence. That way we can access these words and their definitions pretty easily. And this is, of course, going to be a series, probably a pretty long series. Data structures, I mean, there's so much you can cover about so many different types of data structures. And honestly, I can see a lot of videos having multiple parts about just one topic, like linked list. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to end up making like 2 videos for that one. So, we'll kind of see. But we're going to start it off with the most basic data structure, and that is an array. So an array, I'm sure you guys know by now, but we're going to kind of just show how an array is a data structure in the way that I'm talking about. So we'll go ahead and create an array. So let's say that we want to create an array of numbers, right? So how would we usually do this? We would just do int, and let's do numbers, okay? And then in order to make it an array, we need to add these square brackets right here. Then we can set it equal to the values that we want to put inside of this array. So let's put 1, 5, and 7. Let's put that. Perfect. So now we have an array of numbers. And what this is doing is it's essentially just organizing these numbers in one collection. That way it's easier to access and, manipulate if we ever want to, right? So if we ever want to access these numbers anywhere else in the program, we can just reference this numbers array and index through it to access the numbers. So let's go ahead and actually try to print one of these numbers. Let's do cout, and the way that we need to actually, reference a specific value in the array is going to be by using the index number, which goes from 0 all the way up to whatever the size of the array is. So starting at 0, we should get 1 from this. Let me make sure of that really quick. So go ahead and compile our array program here. All right, and we get 1. So perfect. So we're able to access the values of this array using this index number right here. And something else pretty cool is we can actually access these values in the array and change them to whatever we want. So for instance, we can do numbers, and then we can go to, let's say, index 1, and let's change that from 5 to 10. All right, and then let's actually try to see if it actually works here for us. So we'll go ahead and compile that and run it, and there we go, 10. So yeah, I understand that most of you guys probably already know what arrays are, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys how, an array basically is a data structure in the terms of, organizing data, so that way it's a little bit more efficient for the programmer to be able to use it throughout the code. So, here we are grouping together these values, and we can access these values anywhere in the program. And that's incredibly useful for so many reasons. And we're going to see lots of other different data structures that can be used for so many different purposes. And I intend to also do like an algorithms series alongside this series, so make sure to look into that because data structures and algorithms usually go kind of hand in hand. You know, whenever you have a data structure, usually it's pretty good to sort over that data structure and you know, be able to access values within that data structure. So I'm going to be making some algorithm videos as well. But yeah, this is just kind of an introduction to what a data structure is and showing you guys a data structure that you guys are probably more than familiar with. So yeah, next video we're going to be going over linked list. Pretty important data structure, one that's used very commonly. So make sure to look forward to that. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And I'm going to add some resources in the description like I always do, in case you guys want to see some other resources talk about this topic. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.